Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello to all the ships at sea. If you join us live or joining us after the fact, basically what we do is once a month we get together and we just do a little tapping for peace in our world, peace in our space, peace in the world. Just a great chance for us as a community to do exactly that. Feel free to say hi, check in, let me know what's going on in the chat box, where you're joining us in the world. I'm glad you're with us today. Grab a little water before we do some tapping. So, one of the things we're going to do to start out with, and this is the way we love to start out when we're doing something like this, is just take a few moments, do some wordless tapping to get ourselves into our body, into this moment. This is actually something I start my day with every single day. I find it a great way to do it. All you need to do is set a timer. We're going to do it for 3 minutes just to kick off. Move from point to point. Just let your fingers do the walking. Tap in the order that makes the most sense for you. And as you tap in this fashion, if things come bubbling up, make sure you jot them down. Maybe insights or tappable issues. And again, just as you wordlessly tap, just tune into what's going on in your system. Nice big deep stretch, move around a little bit, maybe shake, tune into what's going on in your system. Such a valuable tool. Tapping by itself is such a valuable tool. Give yourself permission just to take a few moments, tap wordlessly. Joining us live. Thanks for checking in. We have folks from all over the United States, in New York and New Jersey and Virginia. We got folks in Bulgaria, multiple people in Germany and Turkey and Oregon, the United Kingdom. Thanks for checking in and saying hi. Awesome. So let's do a little tapping. For me, kind of what has been going on recently, it's resistance to show up, to be in the world, to be out there, to be a peacemaker. So let's just do a little tapping for that. Tap inside the hand. Nice big deep breath. And just move from tapping point to tapping point, repeating after me, tapping in the order that makes the most sense for you. I recognize the fact there is a part of me that is hesitant. There is a part of me that wants to play small. And the reason that is the case is it just wants me to be healthy. It just wants me to be safe. Because it recognizes the fact there are so many things in the world that are outside of my control. And things that are outside of my control can be scary because I'm afraid I can't manage them. I'm afraid I can't predict them. And because that is the case, it's very easy for me to play small. Because that is the case, it's very easy for me to be timid. And I appreciate the fact that this part of me is just trying to keep me safe. And it's just trying to keep me healthy. It is possible for me to be safe and be a little bigger. To be safe and to be a little more bold. To be safe and show up more. I also recognize the fact there are times when it is so easy for me to be overwhelmed because it feels as if there are so many places that do not have peace, that do not have calm, that do not have connection. And because there are so many places that need so much, it makes sense that it can feel overwhelming. And it can feel like too much. There is a part of me that is afraid that I can't do it all. And it is afraid for good reason. Because I can't actually do it all. I can't actually do everything. It feels that it is just too big. And if I was the only one who wanted peace in the world, it would be too much. But the good news is, I am not alone. The world is full of bold peacemakers, creative peacemakers, quiet peacemakers, subtle peacemakers. And so I am allowed to add my voice. It is safe for me to add my disposition. Because the way I am a peacemaker in the world and the way I am a peacemaker in my corner of the world is unique. Peace does not happen as a solo. Peace happens as a chorus. And I give myself permission to add my voice to the chorus singing for peace. I give myself permission to have my eyes open, to recognize the places, big and small, in my daily life, to be a voice of peace, to be an agent of peace. And I recognize the fact every time I hold peace in my heart, every time I speak words of peace and consolation, every time I take action towards peace, no matter how small, I am showing up as a vibrational leader. And I am making it safer. And I am making it easier for others also to be agents of peace. It can be scary wanting to be an agent of peace because it feels like I'm going against the grain. Feels like I'm going against culture. But at my core, I know we are made for peace. When I am an agent of peace, I am guiding us all back to our natural home. I give myself permission to know it is safe to be a courageous peacemaker. I give myself permission to nourish my own courage, to support my own courage, to activate my own courage. It is safe for me to be courageous for the cause of peace. I am allowed to be courageous for the cause of peace. I am worthy of being courageous towards the cause of peace. As you tap on the collarbone, what I want you to do is I want you to listen to and I want you to find that still small voice of courage inside of you. Side of the hand, that part of you that can be bold. Not running over people bold, but just decisive. And I just want you to imagine empowering that courageous, bold part. Appreciate that courageous, bold part. And give myself permission to be gentle with myself. For there's times I did not activate my courage. To know that my playing small was just trying to be safe. And I give myself permission to know that being courageous as an agent of peace does not mean I will be thoughtless. Being courageous does not mean I'll be reckless. I can be courageous and safe. I can be bold and take care of myself. I give myself permission today, this week, in big and small ways, to add my voice to the chorus of peace. Knowing when I do that, it is possible for me to do it in a way that is healthy and safe and good for all. Nice big deep breath. Big stretch. Awesome. And what I'd really encourage you to do at the end of all of that, jot down some notes. What were some phrases that you heard in there that you need to hear again? I want you to write those down. Take 2 or 3 phrases, 2 or 3 notes, 2 or 3 something that we came up with there. Write it down. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take your phone, I want you to take your watch, and I want you to set an alarm for 3 hours from now. And 3 hours from now, when that alarm goes off, what I want you to do is I want you to take those 2 or 3 phrases and I want you to tap on them again. Just say the same phrase, tap over and over and over again. Set an alarm for tomorrow, set an alarm for the day after that. Put yourself in a position where it's super, super easy to remind yourself to do exactly that. Well, for all of you all over the world, thanks for showing up. They disappeared, but someone even made a very kind donation. We'll make sure the Peaceful Heart Network gets that as part of our 24 hours of tapping. If you haven't signed up for that, 24hoursoftapping.com, you'll get a lot more information about that tomorrow if you haven't already. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being this amazing global community who wants to do a little tapping for peace. If there's ever anything I can do for you, support at tappingqanda.com. We will be back again. Let me look at the date and get it for you. July 21st, we'll be back here again at 3 p.m. Eastern. So July 12th and 13th, we're going to be doing the 24 hours of tapping, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff around peace with the Peaceful Heart Network. And then the Sunday after that, we'll be back here, basically third Sunday of the month going forward for the rest of the year, 3 o'clock Eastern time. Keep an eye on your email. Have an awesome day. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye.